Hey guys, I'm back with another video. I just got back from a pretty long vacation, and the thing about vacations is as soon as I get back from them, I just want to work. Which is why vacations are so important. And while I was on vacation, I was thinking, what can I come back with? What are my viewers of my channel gonna want to see from me? And I thought, why not start with a day of my life as a soap maker, because I have so much to do today. I have things to unbox, I have packages I need to get out the door, I have things that I'm experimenting with today, so it's a pretty packed day. I'm also going to be making some lotion, so let's get started, and I'm hoping that you guys want to hang out with me. This is a giant bag of butterfly pea flowers. I've been wanting to experiment with this particular botanical for so long because I've seen how when you steep it in water, it turns that water of really beautiful blue, and I haven't really seen people playing with that too much in the skincare world, so that's why I thought a lotion that I can naturally color blue or a shade of blue would be pretty interesting. So when I ordered this from Amazon, I didn't think it was going to be this big. This is a lot of butterfly pea flowers, but I'm excited to try that today. Actually, I have a few butterfly pea flower projects in mind for the month of April, so maybe I will go through this entire bag. I don't know. I also have some stuff from Munbyn that I want to try for the stuff that I'm doing today. I'm going to be fulfilling my orders for my Golden Bubble patrons. These are gifts, not orders, so that's what I'm going to be doing with these guys. And I don't think I'll talk about this package in today's video, maybe in the next video. So as you can tell, there's not a lot of structure for today's video. I'm just going to be doing what I normally do, just have a camera recording. So hopefully it turns out okay. All right, let's get started. Here are the green tea soaps that I'm going to be sending to my Golden Bubble patrons as a gift. And you can see that it has turned into this muddy color. It's a shade of green. I don't know if it's a really beautiful shade of green, but I still like it. What I'm going to be doing with these bars, I'm going to be engraving these to say green tea at the bottom. I'm going to be packaging these and sending my Golden Bubble patrons a bar of this and a bubble bar or solid bubble bath. This is how these little bars turned out, and they smell so good. They're scented in lemongrass and lime and bergamot. They're kind of my version of Lush's Avo bath scent, but these smell so good. Oops, it's a little blurry there. These smell amazing. They're all different sizes. It was hard to get a consistent bar size, and you can see from the difference between these two. I used two different ways of cutting into the log. This is with a blunt knife, and this was cutting into the bar using a wire cutter. You can see it's much cleaner. I don't know, both are pretty cool. Both are fun. Start with putting all of these bars on a tray. I love these green tea soap bars. I'm actually going to be adding them permanently to my line because I love them so much. They have a green tea fragrance oil, but I've also blended in some mint, some eucalyptus, so they're very refreshing. It's a very clean scent. So I'm just going to be taking these soap bars to my engraver. Engraving these soaps is super easy with the X Tool machine. This is their F1, which is really small and portable, but it is really great at engraving things like soap. But one thing that I have found about this machine is that its ability to engrave the soap really depends on the color of the soap. So something dark like this, it'll engrave it really easily, but colors like blue, what else? Like a lighter color, a white, it won't engrave on those colors. White, it won't engrave at all, but blue, you really have to bump up the power. But when it's a dark color like this, you don't really need that much power. You can make the laser go a little bit faster. But it's something that I haven't seen being done very much in the soap making world. If people are doing it with their soaps, they don't really talk too much about it. So if you're interested in laser engraving your soap, then this is a good machine for that. Right now I'm just getting the laser to focus together. There you go. And I just press a button and we're good to go.
I'm hushing the dog on the chain. I'm running up stones on the edge of the bank. Rally the troops for another refrain. I sing this softly to myself. I sing this softly to myself. I'm buried beneath the sand. There's no way to speak or reach out my hand. Watching the paper slowly unfold.
I'm currently shrink wrapping my soaps, which is different from what I have been doing. And the reason is because I can't get my hands on the boxes that I was using to box my soaps. So I've gone back to shrink wrapping, which makes sense because I feel like the shrink wrap helps to keep the botanicals on the soap in place. And at the end of the day, it is easier, it's more cost effective, and my process for packaging these soaps goes a lot faster. I am super overdue to replace the stuff, the tape and the wire and all that stuff. It's not exactly perfect. Yeah, I do have to figure that stuff out because, as you can see, it's not exactly 100% working, but it's easily fixed. My website is currently down because I went on vacation, but it should be back up April 15th. That's the plan. We'll see if I'm able to do that. And when I do relaunch, I probably will continue with the shrink wrapping. As much as I love the boxes, it's just I'm not able to get them as consistently as I would need them. And I probably could source out boxes. I probably could invest in some customized boxes. But right now, I feel like just focusing on other things is a better use of my time, because shrink wrapping my soaps isn't a bad thing. It really does make my process easier. It's a lot more cost effective. So now that the soaps are all shrink wrapped and sealed, I need to make the shrink wrap actually shrink, and I use a heat gun for that. And I haven't showed this on my channel in a while, but it's super easy. You just take a bar, a heat gun, and you just go for it. Here are the wrapped soaps. All I need to do now is just stick the stickers on them, the front label and the ingredient label, and they are good to ship. I have these labels that I got from Online Labels, and they fit exactly on my bar of soap, my tall and skinny bars. Everything is perfect. I was putting twine around my soaps, making them look really, I guess, what's the word? Antique-y. I was going for maybe a Bridgerton vibe. But doing that takes a while. It's taking too long, if I'm being honest. And I don't know if I'll continue doing that. So that's why there's a bit of a space between my logo, the name of the soap. There's supposed to be a wax seal here with twine. I think wrapping soaps in a shrink wrap packaging also makes this very good for wholesale orders. When I was traveling on my vacation, I stopped at so many little gift shops and I saw so many soaps being sold. And the soaps that were shrink wrapped like this were the ones that were holding up the best, because when your soap is in a shop, a lot of people are going to be picking it up, smelling it, putting it down, and roughing it up a little bit. And the soaps that were in the cigar bands and in the boxes looked a little bit rougher, a little bit more worse for wear than the shrink wrapped ones. So that's something to consider, especially if you are wholesaling to a store that's many states away. One of the people that Kayla and I visited during our travels is a family friend who owns a little convenience store in kind of a touristy town. The soaps that they sold out of their convenience store sold really, really well. But if I were to wholesale to them, that's a store that I won't be able to stop in on and check in on my soaps because it's just so far away physically. For those wondering why the soaps are this color, it's because I used matcha powder in the soap, and matcha powder will turn soap brown, brownish, greenish brown like this. And while a lot of people might think this color is kind of off-putting, when it comes to more natural soaps, I feel like people are more forgiving as to the actual color of the bar, and they focus more on the ingredients that you use to make that soap. So I personally don't mind it, but I know some people might feel some sort of way about the color of the soap. All right, so I have these soaps packaged and labeled, and I was able to do that so quickly. Whereas before I went on vacation, I was fulfilling orders, and it took forever to fulfill orders because of the way I was packaging my soaps, and yeah, it just took the fun out of it because it took so long. So I'm going to go ahead and package up the solid bubble bath. I'll show you how I do that, and then we can get these packages packed up and out the door. So to package these bubble bars, I'm just going to be putting them in a bag like this. I think they're called glassine bags. They have a coating on them, which makes them resistant to oils, so you don't get those oil stains. But basically, I just put these solid bubble bars into the bag. I'm not shrink wrapping them because they're pretty solid and they're pretty hard. And just like that. I'm trying to find that balance between the packaging looks good and it also is efficient and easy and quick, but also unique. And that is a hard balance to find sometimes. The last stage is adding my shipping label to them, but I also want to add a nice sticker using the labels that Munbyn sent to me. They sent these really cute pink stickers, which I think are super fun for spring, and spring has arrived in Washington and I'm loving it so much. And they also sent this label holder, so I'm going to assemble it in front of you guys. And I think label holders they're not necessary when you have a Munbyn, but they definitely make the label aspect of everything much easier in terms of organization, because otherwise it can get pretty crazy. So we have the two legs, the roller to put the label on, and the platforms. So let's see how easily this all comes together. First of all, I love the colors on this label holder. I love that it's pink and white. I do love when my supplies look cute as well as are functional. Sliding these out of their casings. And I like how they have these grips so that the label holder doesn't go sliding all over the place. So I think you just pop them in. Let's try, I think this goes on the outside. Okay, that's in there. Let's put this guy in there. Nice. Then this roller part goes in here, apparently. So it looks like that. Let's go ahead and open these labels. Some have a heart, some have beautiful flowers, an ombre look over here, but I do like how they're all kind of different. So you get some variety with these labels. So the way this label holder works, put it through the labels, feed it underneath, like so. And then the Munbyn goes on top of here, and the labels feed this way. So I think that's pretty innovative that the labels are underneath of this label holder. I'm not sure what these two holes are for. They might be for other accessories. But yeah, this is super, super cute. Okay, so this is what it looks like with the Munbyn on top. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oops. Forgot to remove this one, but yeah. And here are my shipping labels. I love how easy the Munbyn has made shipping packages out the door so much. You might hear Dempsey upstairs barking. Not sure why she's doing that, but
Be the cat in the sun. Someday.
so I quickly made up these stickers in Canva, and aren't they super cute? And that's what I love about Canva, is that you can do things like this very, very quickly. You don't have to think too hard about it. And with the stickers, the labels that Munbyn sent to me, you can see how the different designs really make for some great variety in these labels. And all I do is I stick these onto the package. So here's how that package looks like. I have the shipping label on the other side of the package. And all I have to do now is to schedule a pickup, and that is it for this task. And I have this all done before lunchtime, so that's awesome. I'm gonna come back after lunch, and then I can go ahead and make my lotion that I've been planning on making. Okay, so the time has come for me to play with butterfly pea flowers. And from what I've seen, when it comes to steeping these flowers, it's about 10 flowers to 1 cup of hot water. So I'm gonna start with that, and because we're experimenting here, I don't exactly know if that's gonna be the amount that will give me the shade of blue I'm looking for. It might not give me any sort of blue, but that's what experimentation is all about. Okay. So for those wondering where I got these flowers, I got them from Amazon, and they came pretty well sealed. This is vacuum sealed, and all I have to do is open it up. Does not smell the best. It smells kind of musky. The flowers in here are very blue. Let me go ahead and get my hot water going so I can start steeping these guys, because it'll take about 5 to 10 minutes to steep that water. Besides the cool aspect of butterfly pea flower to color water a really beautiful blue, it says on here that butterfly pea flowers are also antioxidants, and it helps with aging wrinkles, improve blood circulation, helps prevent hair loss and graying hair. Butterfly pea flowers are really good to ingest as a tea, but for today we're making a cream. We're gonna start with some distilled water. I like to use distilled water for all of my creams, lotions, skincare products, because it doesn't have any of that stuff that tap water has in it. And to get this hot, I'm going to quickly zap it in the microwave. So this is pretty hot. I'm going to top this off with a little bit more since we've had some evaporation. Get it back up to the amount that I need. And we're going to add our flowers. So here are my butterfly pea flowers. I'm just gonna add them to the water. And I'm going to let that steep for about 5 to 10 minutes. And you can see that the flowers are doing their thing. Yep, it's definitely coloring this water a nice blue shade. Yep, we are definitely getting a beautiful blue indigo color. So here is that water after it's been steeping for about 5 minutes. I'm going to let it steep a little bit longer, and while it's steeping, I'm going to collect my other water-phase ingredients for the cream that I'm going to make. This is so pretty. Drinking this in a tea must be really fun. I do want to do a taste test of this at some point. So for the water phase, I actually have quite a few ingredients because I'm in an experimental mood. Starting with aloe vera liquid, witch hazel, lavender hydrosol, some hydrolyzed oat protein, polyquat 7, and some allantoin. Now I'm going to strain that butterfly pea flower to get that water in with the rest of my water phase ingredients. Not sure how well this is going to work, but we are trying it out. Oh, that color is gorgeous. And I'm going to top this off again because there's some water that I lost in that. And now I'm going to weigh this entire thing, everything inside of the container as well as the container itself, just so that I know how much water evaporates from what's in here. And that way I can top off the evaporated water once it's done heating. Okay, now I'm gonna get my oil phase ingredients going. Now I'm going to measure out the phase that includes my emulsifiers and the oils that are going to combine with the waters to turn this into a cream. I've got some Polo Wax. I really like this emulsifier. It's pretty reliable. Cetyl alcohol, hemp seed oil, grapeseed oil, and isopropyl myristate. Now I'm going to heat up these two phases, melt this guy down, and get them to around 160 degrees Fahrenheit. And once they reach that temperature, we're going to bring them together. So we are back, and my emulsifiers have melted down, and everything is heated perfectly. Now I'm just going to top off my water phase because a good amount of it had evaporated. So we're just going to get that back up to where it needs to be, like so. And isn't that so pretty? Wow. I'm very curious about what the color of this lotion is going to be. So I'm going to go ahead and blend the two together. I'm going to pour my water into my oil phase. And I'm going to stick blend. So here is the blended lotion, and it's giving really pale gray. It's not giving any of the blue or purple or purplish blue that it was giving before, and unfortunately this might be my final color, but I will definitely show you guys what this looks like once it starts to solidify because I need to add my essential oils and my preservative, so I'll come back when that time comes. So we are back, and the lotion is now pretty solid, and the color has not improved. It is still gray. It's the color of my gloves, as you can see. So it's not the blue that I was hoping for, unfortunately. But maybe if I steep it for longer or have the water hotter, I don't know. People in the comments, if you have had experience with trying to color your creams naturally blue using butterfly pea flower, please let me know in the comments your little tips and tricks, because this is not the color I was hoping for. It could also have something to do with the fact that I used yellowy oils. So I don't know. So now that this cream has solidified and its temperature is below 115 degrees Fahrenheit, I can add my cool down ingredients. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna add those ingredients directly in the pot. Let's see, let me give you a better angle because I feel like the current angle is not showing what's actually happening here. Okay, that's better. So I'm gonna add some panthenol. And I know it's in a big chunk right now. It'll dissolve, I promise, with some stirring. Next, some vitamin E. Some liquid Germall Plus. This is the preservative that I'm using today. And then we're gonna add the essential oil. So for essential oils, I actually got these oils from Nature Packaged, which is a really great essential oil company. And what makes them special is that they provide essential oils that are directly from farms that they have listed on their website, so you know exactly where you're getting your essential oils from. Nature Package will direct you straight to the source while providing excellent high quality essential oils. And I chose these four because these are essential oils that I've always wanted to try and I never did because they're very expensive. So Nature Package sent them to me to sniff and test out. The first one I'm going to sniff is the Rose Geranium essential oil, and this is from South Africa. And on each bottle it tells you the plant part the essential oil came from, when it was harvested, the aroma, and the farm. Oh my gosh, that smells so good. It is a beautiful floral rose scent, but not your typical rose scent. The geranium really grounds it. So I really like this. Next I'm going to sniff the Helichrysum, and if I'm saying the name wrong, I am so sorry. Helichrysum. Oh, that's interesting. I was not expecting that. So for this essential oil, this came from Croatia, and the aroma is described as earthy and herbaceous, and that's exactly what I'm smelling here. I don't know if I like it though. It smells very earthy, like really, really super earthy. Kind of like a wood pile. It smells like wood. Don't love that smell. But I can see how it would have some fans. The next essential oil I'm going to sniff is frankincense, and this is from India. And the aroma note is spicy and woody. Oh, that smells amazing. I love that. It's definitely spicy. It's definitely woody. It smells expensive. Really, really nice. And the last one I'm gonna sniff is sage. And this sage essential oil is from Spain, and the aroma is described as earthy and floral, which is some of my favorite aroma note pairings. Oh, and that's pretty. Oh, I love that. And I can see why sage is used a lot when blending with other fragrances. But after smelling everything, I think the essential oil that I want to use for my cream is the Rose Geranium. Get my stick blender to help me out here. Maybe this is wishful thinking, but my eyes are starting to see a really faint blue. Can you see that? I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but the color of this cream is looking very just the slightest bit blue, which is nice. It's still gray. I'm not that delusional. It's like a gray blue, a very pale gray blue. So to jar the lotion, I'm going to use this 8-ounce PET jar and just scoop it in. So this cream is going to be pretty light. I didn't use any butters. I wanted it to be a little bit more, a little faster absorbing than my usual creams. So it's a bit of a lighter consistency. Do you guys see blue? I see the faintest touch of it, which gives me hope that maybe if I let the pea flowers steep a little bit longer, if I use a few more flowers, then I'll get that darker blue that I was looking for. But to my eye, it has the littlest bit of blue tinge to it. But it's pretty gray. It's kind of hard to see. So I'm going to do a quick demo for you guys. I'm going to use some cream from the stick blender here. I'm going to use my arm skin. Spread the cream on, and then just rub it in Oh, feels nice. I like that a lot. I do like how quickly it absorbs into the skin, and I also really like how light it feels. So it's a great everyday lotion that you can spread all over your body quickly and easily if you're wanting just a light level of hydration. And that rose geranium smells so nice. Oh, I like it a lot. But that is the video today. Thank you so much for joining me in my studio and keeping me company. I have a really busy April. I'm gonna be playing more with butterfly pea flower. I'm gonna be making more things with it. So hopefully I will get different shades of blue. This one is, yeah, even though I think it looks a little bit blue, it definitely is giving more pale gray. So in terms of getting a cream naturally colored blue, I would consider this a fail, but the cream itself, the formula, is excellent. If you guys are curious about the essential oils that I used from Nature Package, there's a link down below. You should check their website out. They have a lot of great information about the essential oils that they are selling, as well as the farms that they got those essential oils from. So thank you so much, Nature Package, for sending me your fragrance oils. The rose geranium and the frankincense were big hits with me, as well as the sage. Not so much helichrysum. Oh my gosh, I hope I'm saying that right. But the other three were fabulous. If you guys want to make this cream, as well as have access to a blog post where I detail every step of the way, all of the ingredients that I use, and go to a place where you can ask me directly about the cream, as well as all your other small business soaping, bath bomb, cream questions, you can do that on my Patreon, which is linked down below. And on that blog post, I have a printable PDF that you can use when making this cream at home. If you want to purchase any of my products, you can't do that right now. My website is currently down. I'm hoping to have everything back up as of April 15th, so keep checking back or put it on your calendars. I'm gonna have a lot of fun new things available on the website for you guys to purchase, and hopefully that will include shampoo bars. And as for YouTube, because I took this time off, I'm feeling energized and motivated, and my creativity is going crazy, which means I might be posting a little bit more frequently than I have been. I might be going back to the 2 video a week schedule. I don't know, I'm just feeling super inspired, which is why I highly recommend, if you guys are feeling burnt out, take that vacation, or if you're feeling like you're unmotivated to go on with your small business, if you're not feeling the vibes, then take that break. That is your sign that you should be just not doing what you're doing right now, and just step away for just a little bit, because that time, I mean, for me, it helped me so much. But until that next video, keep smiling, keep being awesome, and keep making beautiful things. Bye guys.